Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I am doing something a little different. It's called Forgotten Favorites. And these are products that I used to love or that I used to use all the time and that for some reason or another reason I just don't reach for them anymore. And the main reason that that has happened is because my collection has grown exponentially since I've been in high school. Um, there's just I was a beauty advisor at a certain store. I got a lot of products for free, which is like where a lot of my collection came from. I never got any free products for working on YouTube, except for that like makeover essentials video that I did. Um, but yeah, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna go in order of like how I would do my makeup. You can say hi to Simba. Simba, hi. So for primer. Now, I am not a big fan of like super slippery silicone primers. The ones that claim to be pore filling because they don't really work for me like they're supposed to. I have really large pores. I have very oily skin, and a lot of those primers don't really work for me. Like they combine with my oil just to make my skin slippery. But one that I do like is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. A lot of people complain about this because of how much product you get, but it's $6. I mean, you can get over it. This is a silicone based primer and it blends out. It is a little bit slippery, but I have found that it works better than a lot of the other ones that I have. I have the Maybelline Baby Skin. I have L'Oreal Revitalist like face cream that I can use as a primer, but that's the only one that I've really found that works for me. Foundation is the Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse. This is the shade Classic Ivory. I used to use this all the time, and this shade is obviously not my shade anymore. I don't know how I was this dark in high school, but this foundation I love. I still love this foundation. I rarely ever use it. I actually forgot that I had it, but this is, excuse you, this is a really good foundation. Has nice coverage, nice finish. My skin's gotten a lot more oily since I've been in high school, so I do have to set it now, but it's a really good foundation. He's probably gonna meow because he wants out. On to powders. This is the Milani Prep Set and Go Transparent Face Powder. I used to use this all the time, and I don't know why I stopped. This is a really soft, really nice translucent powder that does not leave a white cast on your skin. Like, you can't even tell where I put it. But it's a very nice powder, very nice for oily skin. Really like that. Next is one that I had actually completely forgotten about. I have not had it in my collection for a couple years. The only reason that I have it now is because I found it on clearance at Walgreens, and I bought 2 of them. And that is the Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder. And this is in the shade Creamy Natural. This is a very, very nice powder. I dusted this all over my face before I started this video because I'm not wearing any other makeup. I keep dropping things. And I looked super oily. But this is a very nice powder, and I love it. It's just amazing. The hype is very much deserved. Okay, on to blushes, bronzers, and highlighters. For blushes, my Milani powder blushes, the ones specifically that are in the shape of a rose. The color Blossom Time Rose is probably my favorite, and this is like the perfect, just really pretty flush. And then my other favorite is Coral Cove. This is like a really bright pink orange, and it's just so pretty. I love these blushes. They last really well, and they have an array of colors. I have a backup of Blossom Time Rose because I think Blossom Time Rose was actually a limited edition shade. But the Milani blushes are just amazing, and I don't know why I stopped using them. Bronzers. Actually, I have a blush slash bronzer, so that'll lead us into bronzers. The e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder in St. Lucia. I don't know why I stopped using this. It looks like this, and it's like a really nice pale peachy pink, and then a really kind of intense bronzer. And it's like the perfect like yin and yang. It's a very deep bronzer with a very light blush, so it balances itself out. It's just amazing pigmentation, very blendable. I was going to declutter this, but I actually had some hard pan on it, so I just scraped the top layer off, and it's like as good as new, so I just put it back in my collection. Next is bronzer. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in Sunny. This made its rounds on YouTube from a lot of people. That's the reason that I bought it, was because of YouTube. And I don't know why anybody ever stopped talking about it. It's just one of those things that gets talked about for a really specific amount of time, and then you never hear about it again. But this bronzer is still as good as it was when people first started talking about it. It's almost like reddish toned, but it's just an amazing bronzer, and it's super cheap, and it's actually really good packaging. Even though it's like this part right here is kind of flimsy, it's substantial. Highlighters. I have two here that I used to use all of the time, and one of them is this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette, like the really big one. This is Catwalk Pink. This is a very multifunctional little highlighting palette. You can use it as a highlighter and a blush, because the two shades in the middle are very much blush shades, and I will swatch it for you like individually and then all as one. So there's all the individual colors there. And then if you, I don't know why it closed that. I feel it was really dark outside earlier. I don't know why it hasn't rained yet. But then when you mix them all together, it creates like this just really pretty subtle glow. There is a little bit of glitter in here, but once you blend it out enough, the glitter kind of blends away. So really like this. And then the other highlighter is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Powder Glow Illuminators, specifically the golden one. I like the other ones. I actually have them. There's Ice and Rose, but Ice is very ashy on darker skin tones, and Rose is just like a generic one that has totally been done before. Let me let him out before he starts screaming. Okay, so this golden one is a very like multi-use highlighter. It's very pretty. It has 4 different sections right here. I'll swatch all of them going clockwise for you. So there's all 4 of them, and then mixed together, it's so pretty. And you can use this as eyeshadow. Like this one right here could be an all over the lid, transition crease, outer corner crease, and then like a corner of the eye under the brow bone look. So this is a really nice little, I guess, quad of highlights. Let's see, on to eye products. I don't really have like a forgotten favorite eye product, because my favorite has always been the Milani eyeshadow primer. It used to be the Urban Decay one, but the Urban Decay one just stopped working for me. But, so I have an eyeliner. This is the Milani Eye Tech Perfection Liquid Liner. I love this liner, and I totally forgot about it. The shape of this just makes it so easy to hold. Just hold it like this. The tip is so thin. You can create like the thinnest line. It's so black. It's the way you hold this just makes it so easy. I almost poked myself in the eye. Makes it so easy to do your liner. It's just, this is amazing. And I think NYX has one just like this, but I haven't tried it yet. But I really like this one. So definitely love that. On to concealers, which I should have done before powder. I have the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles in Brightener. I have insomnia, so I either don't sleep at all or I sleep for 17 hours. So I have insomnia and hypersomnia, so when I get dark circles, they get dark. And this really hides them. It's like a really nice salmony pink color. So love that. And then another dark circle one is the NYX Dark Circle Concealer in Fair. looks like this. I haven't had this one in my collection for very long, but when I first purchased it, I used it for like 3 weeks straight. This is a lot thinner. It's creamier and thinner than the Maybelline one. So this is more for like no makeup kind of days. It's right there. And it's not as peach or like pink, but it is still very nice. So if you have like light dark circles, definitely recommend that. Also, the Wet n Wild Coverall Correcting Palette, the one that has the 4 colors in here, specifically the yellow and the green. Those are the colors that I use. The yellow for dark circles and the green for redness. The green you definitely want to use under foundation, because if you use it over foundation under concealer, it turns your concealer green. I would definitely recommend this. I think it's only like $4.99 and it is amazing. I do not use the purple or like the highlighting part just because I don't need it. But this is a very nice product. Onto like eyeshadows. And there's a lot in this little segment because I just recorded my favorite singles, duos, trios, and like mini palettes that I have. And I discovered all of these in there. And I was like, why did I stop using these? So for eyeshadow singles, this can be a forgotten favorite, but then it's not, because these are the Wet n Wild Color Icon singles. Now the Brulee shade, I literally use every single time I use makeup. This is my like setting my eyeshadow primer shade. It's just like the perfect all over the lid, really nice base color. So this is definitely a favorite. The ones that I forgot about are the other ones that I own. I don't have the blue one because I don't like the blue one. But the other 3 are amazing. So we have Nutty, which I have been told is a dupe for Satin Taupe by MAC, but I don't have Satin Taupe, so I don't know. So we have Nutty, which is a really, really nice color. And then we have Sugar, which is just like a pearlescent white. And then we also have Panther, which is their black. Now, if you have a palette kind of like the Modern Renaissance palette and you want a black to go with it, this is an amazing black, especially for drugstore. I mean, that is how you do black. That is an amazing matte black shadow, and these are only $1, so definitely love those. Other singles that I have are these cream shadows, and these are the Maybelline color tattoos. Now, I have a lot of these. I got rid of a lot of them recently because they dried out. But there's specific shades that I really love. And I have one of like the basic ones is... Actually, no, I don't have any of the like plain ones. I have a color tattoo metal in Barely Branded. This is just like a really pretty all over the lid kind of shade. This one's getting a little bit dried out, which makes me sad because I don't think these metal ones are available anymore. And then I also really love Inked in Pink. I swear I had the original. Hold on. Okay, I found it. The original color tattoo that I really like is Bad to the Bronze. That is just like a color that you have to own. It's so pretty. I think it's been compared to a MAC paint pot, but I don't know which one it is. It's just a really pretty lid color. It's a really pretty lid base color. I don't know how many times I can say that. Another one that I really like is Creamy Beige. This is part of the leather second part that they came out with, and this is just like a matte creamy brownish purple kind of color. Simba is crying outside the door now. Also, I have 2 more. Inked in Pink, which is just a really pretty, like, not too pink kind of pink color. There. He has a toy in his mouth. That's why he's meowing like that. Chocolate Suede. This is one of the leather colors. And this is a really nice brown. Right there. Okay, apologize about that. This is his toy. Yeah. He likes to carry that in his mouth and, like, cry meow until somebody will play with him. So those are the Maybelline tattoos that I really, really love. On to actual shadows. Some of my favorite products that I don't see people talk about very often are these L'Oreal Infallible Smokissime Powder Eyeliner Pens. These are not eyeliners in any way. I don't understand why they're called powder eyeliners. But I have the shade Taupe, which looks like that. And these are the little sponge things that has the product on the inside of the cap. I have the shade Black. And the shade Brown. I love these. These are super pigmented, and these are really, really good for literally just, let me see if I can demonstrate. Like, if specifically, I like to use the brown one. So I'll just do this on my outer corner, and then I'm just going to use this brush. I'm just going to use this. And then I just take it, and then I just blend this like up and into the crease, and it blends out. Of course, it would look a lot prettier than that. That's really kind of ugly, but these are so easy to use. These are great for people on the run. Outer corner, smudge it out, you're done. Love these. I've heard nobody talk about them either. Okay, next are these duos. These are the L'Oreal Hip Duos. Why they ever discontinued these, I don't know. So I have 4 of them. I have a metallic one, I have a crystal, I have a brights, and I have a matte shadow duo. So the metallic one I have is called Gilded, and this has a gold and like a green with gold shimmers in it. And this is my favorite gold shadow that I've ever owned. It is so freaking pretty. I love it. I've never been able to find a gold that looks like this one, and it really upsets me. I just let you back in. Oh my god. Yeah, so I love that. And then I have the Crystal Shadow Duo in Charming, which is a purple and a silver. And these are really messy, but they're really pretty. Like, fall out everywhere. Silver, purple, super pretty. And then the Bright Shadow Duo in Flamboyant. I like this one. The purple's a little bit weak. And the gold is like a yellow gold. Yeah, the purple is very weak because it has hard pan all over it. Like, see that texture right there? That's hard pan. But there it is right there. The yellow gold. And then the Matte Shadow Duo in Perky is really, really pretty. Really, really nice. I love these. I don't know why they ever discontinued them. They need to bring them back. Trios that I have are actually not available anymore. But this was when Sinful Colors was trying to like put their foot in the door with cosmetics. I don't know why that never went anywhere, but I have 2 of their trios. We have En Vogue and Barely There. Okay, so here is the En Vogue trio, and here is the Barely There trio. They're so pretty, they're so pigmented, they're easily blendable. I don't understand why they didn't ever do anything further. They had some lip glosses that came out which were kind of a flop, but their trios were actually really good, and I don't know why they didn't continue with that. Okay, next is 3 little palettes that I have that I love. These are this is the NY FaceTime. This is by New York & Company. I didn't know that New York & Company had makeup, but this is a little palette. As you can see, I love this palette. There's a lot of dips. There's 2 palette shadows that have pan. I don't know where I got this. I think I got it while I was in high school. The blushes in here are really pretty. The shadows in here are very soft, very creamy. They're just, I don't know where I got this, and I've tried to find it online, and it doesn't happen. So this was like an everyday thing for me when I was in high school. I was probably given it as a gift, but I don't remember. And then I have my little Wet n Wild 8-pan palettes that like everybody has heard of. I have Pedal Pusher, which is this purple one. And then I have Blue Had Me at Hello, which I actually used this for my prom makeup. And I really liked the way that it turned out. So the shadows in here are really soft, really pigmented, really creamy. They're just, I mean, look at those colors. They're so pretty. Look at that. Gorgeous. And then the purple one. The only complaint that I have about these are the, like, black shades that they put in here. Because they're not very pigmented. Like, that right there is supposed to be like a purple black. But if you actually dip into the black, they kind of just blend out to nothing. But these are really good. The shadows in these are awesome. The Wet n Wild Color Icon shadows are amazing. Anything that has, like, color icon on the name is automatically going to be good. For me, anyways. Okay, and last but not least are lip products. I did not plan for this video to be this long, so I apologize. So if you've stuck with me this long, I appreciate it. Lip products is very minimal, and the only reason that I discovered these is because I am actually in the process of DIYing my own makeups, or like my own lipstick storage. So I have these in here. Those are all of a majority of my Revlon, and then I have my CoverGirl ones in here. So the ones that I rediscovered, I have them right here, and then I also have them in the newer packaging. Let me fix my freaking lighting. There we go. So I have 305 Hot Passion and 300 Flame. So there's 305 and 300. 300 is like a red with a hint of orange, and 305 Hot Passion is like a straight up red. So 305 in the new packaging is actually quite different. Actually, I did that backwards. Hold on. Alright, well, they straight up stained my hands, but I'm going to re-swatch these right next to each other. Hold on. Okay, so there is 300 and 305. So they're pretty much the same. I just wanted to show you in case you were wondering if there was a color difference since the repackaging. So I need to go ahead and end this video because I just got a notification that my storage is running out. I don't want it to cut me off. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.